Etra-chan saw it. My name is Yuri. This is when I was still in my early 20s, almost 20 years ago. Serving! Hi-ya! Yeah! I was in a tennis club and having fun.
Phew, tennis is so much fun.
It's completely different from when I played as a student. So much more casual and fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yuri?
Oh, hey Hinagi-kun.
Wanna go home soon?
His name was Hinagi. We were both part of the same tennis club. At the time, I was going out with this bright and kind Hinagi. It all started when he asked me out 3 months after we met at the club.
Wanna go grab dinner before I send you off to your house?
Yeah, sure.
Here we are!
Wow, this is another expensive-looking store. Hinagi, I know I came all this way, but I don't have much money to spend this month. Sometimes we can go to a nice little place, you know? Some ramen or something. Then I can help out.
What are you talking about? You don't have to worry about money, okay? I'm inviting you out because I like you.
What?
Don't worry about it. Come on.
It's so good! But I feel so out of place. I feel so guilty, too. The stores that he took me to were always expensive like this one. Everything he wore and the way he behaved was also quite classy. He seemed like he was from a fancy family. You help out your dad's company, right?
Yeah, a little.
What kind of job is it?
Well, I don't think you'd understand, you know? But don't worry. It's a decent job. I have enough money to pay for us if we get married and you have kids.
I see. He seemed to want to marry me, but I didn't talk much about myself. I did feel a little weird about him, but I was being spoiled by him and we continued to date. Right around a year after we started dating.
Yuri, please marry me.
He proposed to me. I was so happy and excited, but when I calmed down, I remembered the small little worries I had and I got worried. Okay, yes. But I trusted him and accepted his proposal. A week after the proposal, I headed to his parents' house to say hello.
Come on, get in, Yuri.
Okay, this little awkward feeling I had started changing into suspicions. Hey, we're still going?
It's a little bit more.
But it's been like 2 hours. You live with your parents, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that you live near the city?
That all depends on how the person sees it, doesn't it? It's not that far.
I mean, the car eventually stopped in front of some apartment complexes.
We're here.
It looked like an old city-run apartment. This is your house?
I'm gonna go park the car, so just hang out here.
Sure. This is surprising. There's such a huge gap from the expensive places we normally go to. No, that's just me being judgmental. I don't care if he's rich or poor. I was attracted to his personality.
Are you Hidegi-san's girlfriend?
Huh? Who is this? Yes, I'm Yuri.
Oh, you're gonna marry him, huh? You should be careful. That family is actually...
Yuri!
Hideki-kun!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go.
Sure. What was she going to say? And then, I headed into Hideki-kun's house and told them that we were engaged.
Oh my, she's so beautiful. I'm so glad that a beautiful woman like this is interested in you.
She's way too pretty for you!
Thank you. He seemed incredibly kind and I was able to have a great time while staying at his parents' house. However, I just couldn't ignore the woman who was trying to say something to me. We left the house and I eventually learned his dark secret. A few days later.
Yuri-chan, you've got a call.
Huh? From who?
It's a woman called Azumi and she's claiming to be Hidegi's mother.
Huh? Azumi-san? I wonder what happened. Hello? It's Yuri speaking. What? Hideki-kun was involved in an accident? She was calling because she wanted to let me know that Hideki-kun was hit by a car.
Sorry, I know I worried you. I just broke my arm, so I should be able to leave the hospital soon enough. Can you wait a little before I go say hello to your parents?
Yeah, don't worry about me. The person who hit you hasn't been caught yet, right?
Yeah, I guess.
That's so mean. How could you hit someone and run away? They're the worst thing ever.
Hey, Yuri, you love me, right?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
Really? You're not going to dump me?
What's going on, Hideki-kun? Why are you asking me that?
Just answer me!
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just a little shaken up from the accident. I'll call you again once I calm down, okay?
Okay. I left the hospital. I didn't know what happened, but he was not someone who was simply just run over by a car. That's what it felt like. And then
Hello.
I met her. Yes?
You're Yuri-san, right?
Yes, and you are. What is it? Let go of.
Break up with him.
Huh?
Break up with that man.
You mean Hideki-kun?
Yes. If you don't break up with him, I'm going to consider you my enemy.
What is wrong with this person? She's scaring me. Why are you? Who are you?
10 years ago, that man killed my son.
What?
On the same road that I hit him on, my son was hit by that man's car and he died. He was still in elementary school. He didn't even bother getting out of his car to check on my son. He just left him in the road. When I heard he was arrested, I was relieved, but then I found out that he was a minor, so he didn't even get sentenced. And now, he's just living his life like nothing happened and is trying to find his happiness. I don't believe it. I could never let anyone do that. So please, promise me, get away from him, or I'm gonna make you feel the same pain.
Sorry! I ran away in fear. She was absolutely the one that ran him over. That woman was going to do whatever she could to stop us from finding our happiness. And after figuring out the reason why I felt everything was so awkward. Hello? Azumi-san? I'm sorry. I can't marry your son. Please tell him that I want him to forget about me. All I could do was run away from him and his family. The reason was because I heard that he ran over someone and left him there to die. The fact that his whole family was hiding that from me. More than anything, I saw fear and sadness from that woman's eyes. Afterwards, I told everyone at the tennis club I broke it off with Hideki and ran from anywhere I thought they could find me. Luckily, I didn't tell them about my parents' address, so I just stayed there till I could find my next place of employment. I didn't call the police about her. I think Hideki knew that she was the one that hit him. I don't know what happened to him after that either. However,
Hidegi's-san also quit the tennis club after that too. From the rumors, it sounds like he was taking out a lot of loans. I don't know how much, but...
I see. Thinking back now, he must have to pay quite a bit of money to that woman and her family. But the reason he was so okay with spending money was because he didn't want to let someone who was willing to marry him leave. I'm sure he was going to a tennis club that was far from his home so no one would recognize him. Time flew by and I was married and had 3 kids. At the time, no one had cell phones and I was able to run away. But now that I have kids, I can understand what that woman that found me in the hospital was feeling. I hope she's having a nice life somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I didn't marry him without knowing anything. 20 years later, I still felt that way from the bottom of my heart.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。いくら好きな人相手でも、いや、好きな人相手だからこそ、その違和感とは真摯に向き合った方がいいのではないでしょうか。そもそもよく知りもしない人と付き合うのは不安ですし、まして不安なまま結婚は絶対無理です。とは客観的に見れているからそう言えるのであって、実際は好きだから信じたいという気持ちのせいで流されてしまうのでしょうね。何はともあれ無事に逃げられてよかったです。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでも怖いなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。